So it's all very close, and maybe by the time you see this already, Martin Odegaard has been confirmed as an Arsenal player until the end of the season. And that has been a bit of a surprise from where we were only 24 hours ago, when Real Sociedad were hopeful that actually they will get the player for the rest of the season. Why? Because they were convinced that the player wanted to go to Real Sociedad, that Real Madrid eventually had opened him the doors. Once Martin Odegaard, with 5 minutes played in 6 games, realized that he wasn't going to have enough continuity at Real Madrid. Real Madrid for the season and for that period where he wasn't playing, they've been saying, no, he's here to stay. But Martin has forced the hand because he feels that he needs the minutes. It is a time in his career where, in a way, I guess he wishes he would have stayed at Real Sociedad for an extra campaign. He wasn't. Now that has interrupted his progression, and he just wants to play. It's strange that Zidane haven't asked him to come to Real Madrid. It's strange that he's now the one opening the doors to Martin Odegaard. Having given him the first 2 games of the season, he started in the league, but then came in and out of the lineup. In those 2 games, he was playing out of position, very close to the box with his back to goal. Certainly not the kind of football that helps Martin Odegaard. He can be a Modric if you like, but you need to play him a little bit deeper. It was strange formations that Zidane was trying at the time. It really didn't suit Martin Odegaard. Then he was in the start against Shakhtar Donetsk, a game that was lost at home, but it wasn't just his fault. Everybody else played badly. Everybody else was to blame, really. And then soon after, got injured, missed 3 games, and as I said, 5 minutes in 6 matches suggests that it's not going to go anywhere. But Real Madrid want him to come back. They don't want to sell him. They don't want to offer any option for him to buy, which makes it interesting that. In my eyes, Real Sociedad was, of course, the best option because he would have adapted straight away, would have been into the team almost straight away, knows everybody. And David Silva is in and out of the team because of injury, and David Silva is using that position that Odegaard did use last season. But a call from Mikel Arteta changed matters. So from the moment that it became clear that Arteta wanted him, and Arteta, what is he? He's not just a manager of Arsenal. He's a coach that develops players. He knows Odegaard really well. He's an admirer of him. Even obviously when they were at City, they didn't try to sign him or anything like that, but they had great admiration and also great reports on him, both personally and as a player. As a player, it was obvious that 3/4 of last season he was a fantastic Martin Odegaard. Perhaps after the lockdown wasn't as brilliant. But everybody could see what he could add. Personally, you can say that he is like a sponge, absorbs, wants to learn, has got the humility to actually do that. I was told by Santi Solari, who was his manager at Castilla at Real Madrid B, that he spent a lot of hours with Martin Odegaard, trying to tell him things about the game, about his positioning, about the decision making, and he made a jump in knowledge and understanding of the game in that year. But having been in Holland and obviously at Real Sociedad, he still felt 21-22 that he has to develop, has to continue. So he's going to go to an Arsenal side that has got Smith Rowe in that position, for instance. Only about a month and a half ago or so, Arsenal were thinking of letting him go on loan, but things have changed in recent times because he's showed that he has the consistency and the ability to stay in the first team. Perhaps he can play wide if necessary in a different part of the pitch, or just be there while Odegaard gets adapted to the rhythm and the team and the system of an Arsenal side that will play him. That is what has been promised. There will be a lots of minutes, and that's why Arsenal has become the biggest option. Also, because Real Madrid didn't want to offer him to Real Sociedad. Why? Because Real Madrid are fighting to be top 4. I think that's a realistic proposition, and Real Sociedad are doing that as well. So it'll be like complementing, helping a rival to get to that target that Real Madrid needs. So Arsenal looks better. They are negotiating. It's not 100% finished, but that's everybody's favorite option right now. And yes, I'm looking forward to seeing him and what he can do there. Of course, Zidane has been positive. COVID has been announced today, and I hope he recovers well and soon. And that means that I guess there'll have to be an isolation process, which he will have had to take anyway going to London. So count about 10 days before he starts training, and then he'll have to recover form. And as he hasn't played a lot in, as I say, 5 minutes in 6 games, well, he'll need to catch up on that. So we'll see Odegaard that will perhaps start making an impact in 2-3 weeks, and an impact it will be. Surprising that Arsenal go for a lone player that is going to be very relevant this season. But I think that's what Arsenal have to play with. They don't have the money perhaps to go out there and be getting the Odegaards of this world. But if they can get him to lift the quality of the team, right now they take that. I say 2 or 3 years time, perhaps they wouldn't think that way. They will want a player to develop him and then eventually made him an Arsenal player. Right now is about immediate impact. The target, of course, is to finish in European places. I think Odegaard will help with that.